Kaifeng, a city in central China's Henan province, served as a seat of power for 6 dynasties dating back more than 2,300 years ago. However, cultural relics dating back to that period are now being threatened by development, as authorities are striving to renovate the city's slums and make them more suitable to live in.
There are mainly 3 kinds of slums in Kaifeng. First, there is an old neighborhood in the downtown area that has quite a long history. The buildings are too old, and the interior facilities are terrible. The second kind is the areas around the train station, where many migrant workers live. They typically live in poor conditions because of the low rent there. The third kind would be the villages inside the city. As the city expands year after year, many villages that used to be outside the city have now become part of the city.
Sun Xiaoying, a 78-year-old woman, lives with 6 relatives in a tiny shack, where her bedroom also serves as the kitchen.
There is only one toilet on this street. It's in the north. How far is it? It's around 100 meters away. What if it rains? Then I have to carry a walking stick. I'm too old to walk through the rain by myself. Do you want to renovate your house? Of course. What I want most now is a better house. I don't have many requirements. At the very least, I don't want to have to go outside to go to the toilet in heavy rain. That's probably the only thing I am thinking about now. I even dream about having a new house at night.
While Sun's narrow street does have historical value, many of its residents have low incomes and hope to see their slum houses renovated. The municipal government started the renovation project in 2008, renovating multiple slum areas over the last 5 years. But their efforts are still few in comparison to the amount of slums remaining. The preservation of ancient architecture has challenged authorities as well. According to the Municipal Cultural Department, 247 historical sites are on a list of protected sites in the city. However, most of the old buildings are located in downtown areas, which are sorely in need of renovation.
We have to pay a lot of attention to these old buildings. It's not just the buildings themselves, but also the areas around. We wanted to have more space for ancient architecture in future development.
The Kaifeng Dongda Mosque is the largest mosque in Henan and is an important place for China's Hui Muslims. Some people living near the mosque have expressed worry about the ongoing renovations. ZHANG GUANGJU lives in a slum near the mosque. The 74-year-old Muslim says it is a tradition for Muslims to live near such buildings.
If we live too far away from the mosque, I'm afraid our religious life will deteriorate. This is happening already among the young generation. Later our kids will know only that we are Hui people but nothing else. They will know little about Hui ethnic culture. I hope the government can take this into consideration.
3,800 families are receiving renovations to their homes near the mosque. 90% of these families are Hui Muslims. The renovations will include a Muslim commercial area intended to boost employment, as well as the local tourism industry.
There will be 3 zones in Muslim commercial area: Muslim cuisine, Islamic products, and Muslim culture. We hope to introduce Hui culture to others through this arrangement.
Local authorities said they will fully consider the Muslims' wishes and try to complete the renovations in a way that satisfies their requirements. For slum residents with low incomes, the local government has provided preferential policies. Zhao Xinying, who once lived in a tiny slum home, now lives in a new apartment that is nearly 3 times as large. She only paid 30,000 yuan, or $5,000 for the apartment, far less than the market price.
I couldn't believe that I can live in an apartment like this. Could you buy it yourself? No way! I can never afford this without any help.
Local authorities are continuing the renovation efforts, bringing hope to even more low-income residents.